Juicy podcast, as you might have seen coming if you've been in the news. Um, just a little preemptive warning: there may be some curse words in this video from this point on. If you are a younger audience, if you have certain opinions about cursing, please divert your ears at this time, or just put up with it. But like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I wore this shit ass fucking shirt to work today, like, and we're gonna trade away the best player on the team. All right, man. I mean, listen, I woke up this morning telling Dylan and the rest of the crew that Micah he was playing. We signed Dak to his contract the morning of the first game last season, right? And so I thought, maybe Micah would, get his contract for the first season. Maybe he sits out a game, kind of like Chris Jones last year, and then he gets his contract. Or he just ends up playing on the contract that he's currently on. By the way, he's not a free agent. He wasn't, obviously he needs a new deal because he's one of the best players in the NFL, but he still was under a contract. And so Jerry freaking Jones wants to. I don't have anything good to say about Jerry Jones. Let me just leave it at that. He thinks some sort of handshake, freaking back of the napkin deal that him and Micah did in his office should be legally binding. Maybe it should be in like fairy tale world. When he bought the Cowboys in the 80s, you could probably get away with that, like he keeps mentioning. Um, this shit is just ridiculous, man. It's just straight up ridiculous. Like I just saw the package that we got in return, right? And it's two firsts. And was it Kenny Clark? Um, with those two first round picks, if you get a player as good as Micah Parsons, that's a generational pick. That's not something that you guarantee with a first round pick. Like, you are hoping and praying he turns into Micah Parsons. And the chances that he does are next to none, right? And so what are we doing? If you would have, okay, so this all happened with Jerry and Micah back in, I think, March is what they were reporting. Jerry would have just done negotiations normally through the agent, like every other team in the fucking league does. Micah would be on the team for probably 40 million or less. I can't remember what other edge rusher deals were done at the time. But now he's on the Packers. I saw he's making, what is he making, like 47? I didn't even check the contract details because I don't really care now. You could have signed him back if you just do things normally, like every other team who's passed your poverty-ass franchise by. That's why we haven't won anything of significance in 30 years. You would have Micah Parsons on the team. Your defense would be, it's not great. The only reason the defense is good at all in any capacity is because of Micah. And you're going to go ahead and trade him away because what? Because you thought you could just, talk to him in a room by himself and get him to agree to something? Like, that's a scumbag fucking move, dude. That's a scumbag move. I don't get how anyone can over the last few days, Jerry's had some interviews and people started joining on his side because, he said, all these different things, whatever. Jerry, he's a fucking con man. He's a swindler. He knows how to get people to turn on his side. But you wanna corner some kid in a room and try to get him to commit to a deal. And this is like, and these are life changing deals, right? Yeah, he was offering him a lot of money, but the Cowboys have done this for forever. Tyron Smith got locked into like a 10-year deal because the Cowboys took advantage of him. They took advantage of a kid who didn't come for money. So yeah, we'll give you a lot of money. It seems like a lot of money at the time, but you're tied to us for however many years. It looked like they were trying to get Micah into a deal for like 6 years or 5 or 6 years or something like that, which in today's NFL, that's just not going to fly, right? That's just not going to fly. To the player, you're going to give me however much money it was, $200 million. Heck yeah, let me sign up for that. Like, if someone walked into I'm in my car right now. Someone just hops in my car and says, "Hey, I'll give you $200 million for the next 10 years." I'm taking that. A little bit of a bad example because I don't really have any useful skills worth $200 million, and so there's no opportunity for me to get to 250 just by having my agent talk to him. But anyways, this shit is ridiculous. It's been a problem for years. We just saw it with CD. We've seen it with Dak like multiple times. Saw it with Zeke. Saw it with so many different players. Zach Martin recently, and like the league keeps moving and Jerry keeps going backwards. Jerry literally keeps going backwards. The team's fucking terrible. We finally get Dak a wide receiver too because we saw how terrible it was last year. Let's go ahead and remove the best player on the team. Just one step forward, 2 million steps back, dude. I just can't. I don't know if I can do it. Like it was already, it was already going to be a frustrating season, right? Like Cowboys were picked like what 7.5 or 8.5 wins for the season, right? A lot of people are not expecting a whole lot. I am a big Cowboys fan. I don't know if you can tell, at least was. Um, but now, I mean, what is there to look forward to? It's going to have to be Dak Hero Ball. That's kind of exciting. I'm a huge Dak believer. I love Dak. I love CD. I'm excited to see George Pickens. I'm excited to see what the running backs can be, if they can be anything. We've got a young offensive line, but like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's a team willing to pay a player $47 million a year. They're willing to pay him $47 million a year. They're willing to give up 2 first-round picks and one of the better defensive tackles in the league. I don't actually know. I can't say I'm a Kenny Clark follower. Um, and you think it's a good idea to trade that player? That should tell you get the freaking deal done. Someone is offering almost 50 million for this dude. Hello? That guy's probably pretty fucking good. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not to mention it's to the freaking Packers, bro. They've been owning us and ending our season. The reason that we haven't made it to a freaking NFC championship is because of the Packers. Almost solely. And you go ahead and, hey, how about you take one of the best players in the league? How about that? Here you go. Continue to own us. What the hell, man? What the hell, man? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what this season's going to look like. I didn't know what it was going to look like before. And now, like, how do you continue supporting a team that actively is making the team worse every chance they freaking get? Like, what's the point? What's the point? We are not trying to win the Super Bowl. We might be the only team in the league not trying to win the Super Bowl. There's plenty of other poverty organizations that are bad just because they don't have the right, organization put together. They're cheap. They're this. They're that. Whatever. The Cowboys and Jerry Jones are not actively trying to win the Super Bowl. That is not what they're doing, and they haven't been for a long time. Got this stupid ass Netflix series on the freaking Cowboys winning Super Bowls in the '90s. It's 2025, brother. Who cares? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I fell in love with the Cowboys a long time ago. I don't know what to do. It's so conflicting because I want them to be great. I think they can. They've been close. They have been close, right? They haven't made the NFC Championship, but they've been darn close. You have some Aaron Rodgers magic happening that keeps you from getting to the NFC Championship. Um, when Dak was a rookie, and also the Dez didn't catch it, playoff game. It's just like It's close. And for them to actually be close with Jerry Jones trying to ruin everything every chance he gets, that's why it's frustrating because it's like, maybe Jerry's just, I don't even know how to explain it, man, but I don't know how to keep, like, the NFL is my favorite sports league by far. As you guys know, we mention this all the time in the pod. The Cowboys are like my team. Obviously, I've got this shirt. I've got two more of these stupid ass polos in the closet. I've got, how many jerseys do I have? One, two, three, four, I think. I wanted a Micah one. Fuck that, dude. Like, just a, it's impossible to, like, where's the light at the end of the tunnel, man? Like, when does it end? When does it stop? When do we win something? You would think old ass senile Jerry Jones would want to go all in on winning a damn Super Bowl before he fucking dies. But no, just make the team worse and hand the keys to Stephen Jones, who isn't much better. There's some things he says that gives me hope, and then he turns around the next day and takes it all away with something saying something else. So like the Cowboys may be poverty for the rest of my life, man, and I don't know how to handle that. There was always that, I guess, apparently misguided faith that maybe they could figure it out. Maybe he would get it right once. Maybe he would have a change of opinion based on, you know, learning lessons. But Jerry doesn't learn any lessons. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks he owns everything, and he does it the Jerry way. And the Jerry way hasn't worked in 30 fucking years. And even then, it really only worked because, Jimmy Johnson, and he fired him because Jimmy took all the credit. And he won one more Super Bowl because of the team that Jimmy built. But after that, I haven't sniffed it since. So I don't know, man. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know where I go from here. I don't know what the Cowboys are doing. Go ahead and hammer the under now. I mean, like, we have Donovan Ezeraka, who we just drafted. So we're counting on a rookie second round pick and you know, not nameless, I know their names, but the number of defensive ends that we've been hoarding. We're trying to recreate Micah Parsons in the freaking aggregate, man. Shit ain't gonna work. Shit does not work like that. I don't, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to go from here. I don't even know what to say right now. Like, it's over. It's over. Go ASU this year. Go blue. Go Michigan. College football. College football might be my thing this year. Um, I don't even know. I don't even know what's next. I don't. So, well, considering as I don't really know what else to say to you, and I'm gonna end this here. Please pray for my well-being. Please give me strength. Give me some recommendations on what I should do next. Um, should I stay faithful, or should I give one of these to Jerry Jones and the Cowboys and move on and find a team that actually cares about winning? I don't know. I've got so much invested into the team, my hard-earned money, my emotions, as you can tell, um, and for what? For nothing in return. So I'm gonna go do some soul searching, maybe some team searching. I don't really know, man. But until next time, I don't even next time I'm on the pod, I don't even know what my state will be. But until then, peace and freak the Cowboys.